We've forgotten that a few years ago, all content was completely free and television networks fought to keep us entertained, giving us everything for free, of course, because the business model was based solely on commercials. Today, there are very few free things left, and what's left isn't very good, since the best content is in this new system that rules the world, subscription payments, and that prevents us from having all the streaming services we would like. Luckily, there are platforms like GamsGo, which allows you to buy a profile, not the entire account. And a profile is obviously much cheaper than a full account. This video is in response to some users who doubt GamsGo and who asked me to make a video and test one of their accounts on several devices. And since a few months ago I bought a 6-month Netflix profile, I'm going to test it on several of my devices to show them that the account still works very well. I've been using GamsGo for several years and I've never had any problems in all this time. Well, at least not me, but I wanted to make this video proving that the accounts do work because many users had asked me to. And yes, I think they were right. GamsGo wasn't very optimized at first and it caused some problems with accounts, especially with Netflix. But as you can see, that's no longer the case. Also, I invite you to scan this QR code or go to the link in the description to securely access GamsGo. Here you can see the entire list of streaming and other applications that can be purchased, and if you do, use my coupon code JAVIX, with which you can get a small discount at checkout. So, let's get to the video right away. I'm already on my computer, on the Netflix page, and from here you can go to your GamsGo account where you'll find all kinds of profiles for video streaming, audio streaming, AI applications, VPNs, etc. In my subscriptions, you can see that I've subscribed before, but most of them have already expired. Since I recently subscribed to Netflix for 6 months, I'll try it on several devices to see how it works. But first, as I know that most people don't have a VPN, I'm going to turn off my VPN to prove that it's not necessary for the profile to work. Now I just have to log into Netflix, copying and pasting the keys to my subscription, which are this email, Margarita64, and well, the password. And as you can see, I already have access to the profiles. According to my subscription, it tells me to use profile number 2, but I don't see a profile number 2 at all in this list. I only see numbers 1, 3, 4, and 5, but 2 is not there. Maybe this profile 1 is number 2, so I will enter it and edit it with my name and profile number to see if I can enter. But as you see, I can't enter. That's because these first 3 profiles have a little padlock whose owners have blocked them with a security pin. So those 3 profiles must already be contracted and in use. So I tried profile 3. And as you can see now, I was able to log in and have full access to the entire catalog without restrictions. While here, I realized that when I went into the profile settings, profile 3 itself appeared as your profile. So this has been my profile the whole time. I'd better log into profile 2 and return things to how they were before. In my profile number 3, I'm going to personalize it with my name. As you can see, I also have the option to create a pin to lock my profile. But for now, I'll just leave it like that. The important thing is that I was able to access it without any problems. And the Netflix account works very well. At least on the computer where I am testing it. I had no problems accessing it. I can navigate easily and enter any series or movie and everything works as expected. Therefore, what some people say is not true, that these accounts do not work. Now let's see what happens on the TV. To log in, you have to choose Use Remote Control, and then I will enter the email of my new Netflix account, which is margarita64@videoins.com. Now you have to choose Use Password and enter the password, and that's it. I already have access to the list of profiles, and with my profile, as I modified it, so I will enter, and as you see, it was very easy. Although everything is in English, but that is also fixed by entering the profile and changing the language settings to Spanish, and that's it. From here, we all know how to use the Netflix interface on a TV, but the important thing is that now that I know my profile, the app didn't present any problems or blockages when it came to getting this new account working, and I can also enjoy all the content directly on my TV. Therefore, these profiles also work very well on any TV. But be careful, this is just my experience, and I've had this new account for almost 3 months now, and wherever I put it, it always works, as you'll see later. So I don't understand why some people have had a bad experience with this platform, but with me, everything has been great. So if you sign up, do so at your own risk. Now I will test my profile on one of my latest DLP projectors, which I have received and which I am also doing a review. And despite the fact that it is physically small, it projects an image with enough brightness to compete with a large LCD technology projector, projecting about 100 inches of screen. And although it already has Netflix installed, a disadvantage of this projector is that it is not certified, but it is an opportunity to test this profile on the two versions of Netflix, certified and non-certified. For that, I connected an Amazon Fire Stick to this projector since I have the official certified Netflix 4K installed here, and well, we followed the same procedure. Note that I'm still using the same account with the email Margarita64, and now I'll enter the password, and as you can see, I now have access to the same list of profiles as before. And if I log into my profile number 3, I also have normal unrestricted access to all the content. This means that these accounts aren't experiencing any access issues, as many have reported, or perhaps they were issues that GamsGo has already resolved. As you can see, I can also access and browse completely normally on this second device. Some might say, of course, because you're testing your profile on certified Netflix apps, and yes, that's a valid claim. So to clear up that doubt, I'll log out of the Fire Stick and open the Netflix app, which comes by default on this device. As is well known, the official Netflix app cannot be installed on a device that isn't certified by Google, and therefore these devices come with an alternative Netflix app. The difference is that the official version allows you to watch Netflix in full resolution, up to 4K, while the alternative versions are limited to SD resolutions only. And the truth is, most of these alternative versions either don't work or stop working over time because Netflix simply finds out about them and immediately blocks them. But as you can see, in this case, the app does open. Now let's see what happens if I use the same account, Margarita64, and then enter the password. As you can see, I was able to access the profile list, but without accessing my profile, you'll see that I have normal access to the catalog, and I can browse normally and without restrictions. Well, the only restriction is the app itself. Since it's not official, it can't be controlled with a remote control. Instead, it requires a mouse, which is why you see a pointer on the screen. A bit awkward, but that's how it is with some unofficial apps. But that's not the point here. The point is that the account works both on Netflix 4K certified and on non-certified Netflix, and that's the important thing. As you can see, for now this account works very well wherever I set it up, and these images were recorded 2 or 3 months ago, which is why I say that GamsGo accounts have always worked very well for me. Someone also commented that it didn't work on their tablet, so let's see what happens with tablets. Well, I don't have Netflix installed on this tablet, so I'll first go to the Play Store to download and install it. And now I can enter the same passwords I've been trying on all previous devices, that is the Margarita64 email and the password. As you can see, access is also immediate. I can seamlessly log into my profile, navigate easily, and since this tablet is a certified device, I can watch Netflix in the highest possible resolution. Just let me change the language settings to Spanish here. And that's it. This is the 4th device on which my new account profile works flawlessly, and so far I haven't encountered the issues some users have reported. Finally, I'll test my profile on an Android phone and log into the same GamsGo account I've been using. The email address Margarita64 and its corresponding password, and that's it. I've accessed the profile list just like they are here on my PC. As you can see on the phone, you can also browse normally, but here I want to do an additional test since each profile is for a single device, but it doesn't say anything about viewing simultaneously. So I'll log into my account on my computer and run some series, and I'll do the same thing on my phone but with different content, and let's see what happens. Well, surprisingly, as you can see, I can use my profile on 2 different devices simultaneously. I don't know if the same thing happens with all accounts, but obviously, as you can see, it was possible with this account. Or maybe it's because I'm on 2 different networks, since on my computer I'm connected to my Wi-Fi network and on my phone I'm using my data plan. I honestly don't know, but it's something I'd like to find out. Streaming services have become increasingly popular these days thanks to better video codecs, more efficient transmission protocols, and many apps for managing them. But it's a bit expensive to sign up for a full account for each of the streaming services. That's why GamsGo gives you the opportunity to hire by profile. And I think you should try it because it's so cheap, you don't lose much by trying it out. Plus, by using my Javix coupon, you'll save a little. It's not much, but a saving is always good. Thanks for watching the full video, and as always, I just want to say, help me and let's democratize technology. See you in the next video.